All right, good morning or good evening whenever you watch this, if you watch it on YouTube. My name's Coach Burt. I've spent my whole life, 30 years, pouring into other people to help them reach their potential. First as a junior pro basketball coach, then an elementary basketball coach, then a high school basketball coach. So my whole life, Courtney, all I've been doing is helping other people reach their potential. And that's something that started very early in life for me. So this is what I've devoted my life to, man. I am both fascinated and motivated to help other people unlock their talent and then take that talent to the marketplace and distribute that talent to the world. So D. Hodges knows, because he's been with me for years, our whole objective, John Hart, is to help you kind of unpack what you have and package it and distribute it to the world. But here's a big kicker for today, because today's topic is purpose to profit. It's time. Purpose to profit. It's time. Okay. I see a lot of people that have dreams. They got hopes. They got ambitions. They got goals. They got some kind of real talent, Robin. But for some reason, there is a hesitation to bring that talent to the world in a bigger way. And when I say bigger way, I'm not just talking about local, Elaine. I'm talking about global, international. How do you bring your talent and your purpose to the world? And see, I see so many people that they're waiting on something to happen before they do this. Timing's got to be right. I got to have it all together. Guys, I wrote my first book at 25 years old. I had no earthly idea what I was doing. And when I say no idea, I mean no idea. Okay? None, Kevin Jones. When I wrote that first book, I was 25 years old. I had no help, no coach, no editors, no nothing. I literally had no idea what I was doing, Lisa. But I had something on the inside of me that said, man, you have to. I had been through a lot from 21 to 25, just trying to figure out how to be a coach. And I said, man, I know my message can help other people. And initially, it was intended for other coaches. If you've ever heard me tell the story, my first book was a book called Changing Lives Through Coaching, because I believe a good coach can change your life. But Debbie, here's the problem. I couldn't get any coaches to buy it. And so I devised a plan that I'm going to go to junior pro coaches, junior pro basketball coaches. These are moms and dads coaching their kids. And I went to the local junior pro and I said, look, I got a message. It will help these coaches. You know, if you will just, maybe pay me $10 a coach or $15 a coach, I'll come in and do 2 or 3 hours. I'll give everybody a copy of my book. And I'm going to pour into these people. And I had no idea what I was doing, guys. I just had a little book about that big. And that really helped me to uncover my purpose. It's like I went over and I did that. And I was like, man, I really enjoyed this. I don't believe you find your purpose. I believe your purpose finds you, Mark and Tony. And the way it finds you is through taking an action toward a curiosity. Okay, so at some point, probably when I get the book, Flip the Switch finished, I'll move into this book, Purpose to Profit, because I do think it's such a big concept. And I'm doing a boot camp on this April 5th and 6th, because, man, this ain't no practice life, man. You only get one shot to really hit this and take your talent to the market. And if you got talent and you want to bring it to the market, why would you wait? It's your time, man. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? At what point do you turn that purpose into profit? And I mean big profits. I ain't talking about baby money profits. I'm talking about taking that purpose, figuring out who you're supposed to be helping, Chris, James, who you're supposed to be helping, and taking it all the freaking way, man. Okay? You've been given that talent. It's up to you to take that talent and do something with it. That's why T.D. Jakes said God gave us the trees, but he don't make the desk, man. You got to take the trees, the talent, and do something with it. And so what I'm saying, yesterday I spent the full day with a real estate team, and they were incredible. They were incredible. The whole morning was not about selling more real estate, Tammy. The whole morning was about talent, distribution, uncovering your special, finding your birthday gifts. See, that goes much deeper than just figuring out how to sell a house. You will sell more houses when you know what your talent is. You will help more people when you understand how to distribute. But I could always tell when I'm coaching, man, there's There's people that have hesitation. There's something they need a confirmation from somebody. They need an affirmation from somebody. They need a knowledge set. They need a skill set. They need a tool set. So a lot of people, Derek Fossey, say, man, I want to do what you do. This is what I hear a lot. I want to go do what you do, Coach Travis. And I say, look, man, to do what I do, you got to get started, man. You got to do something. You got to create a concept. You got to write the book. You got to package a thing. We got to have something that we can take out of your brain to the marketplace. And if you say, well, I don't know how to do that, well, that's why we have coaching, man. That's why I'm here to coach you, because I do know how to do it. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do, okay? And I pay people to teach me how to do them. But man, I can't help you till you commit to something. So I see so many people that's got a dream, a hope, a goal. Thank you, Chris. You looking good too. Got a dream, got a hope, got a goal, got a passion, got a talent, got an ambition. Okay? The next step is to take, listen to what I'm about to tell you, an action. My editor don't like when I say this. Take an action. Take one action. One action could be get in a room with me for Purpose to Profit. One action could be get in a room with me at the Michael Burt School of Speaking and learn how to do it. One action may be I go to the bookstore today and get a book that's going to teach me how to do it. When I was 31 years old, I just retired from being a basketball coach, guys. I was a high school basketball coach. I didn't know the difference between an asset and a liability. I really didn't. I never thought about it, never talked about it, never had any discussions about it, never had any coaching on it. So I was clueless, man. I was clueless. And I literally, Malcolm, went to the bookstore and I had a revelation, man. I got to grow my financial IQ. And I go down to the bookstore and I start looking at the business books, and I bought Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which many of you bought. Later, I was going to be friends with Sharon Lecter, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I bought How to Grow Your Financial IQ by Kiyosaki and Lecter, and I bought Cash Flow Quadrant, and maybe one other book, because I said, man, I got to take an action. I got to go down to the bookstore and I got to figure out what an asset is. Well, what I figured out is an asset is something that adds, man. A liability is something that subtracts. People can become liabilities when they subtract something from you: time, energy, money, attitude. Okay, people are assets to you, right? People are assets to you when they add something to you. So how do you be an immediate asset? An asset creates revenue for you. So I start going down there and I go, man, I want to be a business coach. I want to go around the world and motivate people and speak to people, and I want to have built products, Brian Beverly, and services that solve problems for people. And I started with my first book. And the only reason I wrote the book is because a guy said, man, you can go around the world doing this. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, you could go on the circuit, and he said this, like Lou Holtz. And I went, okay, I can identify with this. Lou Holtz was a great football coach at Notre Dame. And I went to Lou Holtz's page, and guess what he was doing, folks? He was writing books, and he was speaking, and he was coaching, and he was doing things, right? He was doing things. And I go, if Lou Holtz is doing it, I need to be doing it. See, this is the big lesson right here. What's up, Al Warmley? What I'm telling you is this: when I want to do something, I go straight to people who are doing it, and I go, okay, what are they doing? And in those days, it's like Lou Holtz is writing books. Lou Holtz is speaking around the world. Lou Holtz, right, Bryce? I just look at this is the first thing I coach people to do. When you want to do something that somebody else is doing, just look at exactly what they're doing. Oh, they're doing webinars. Oh, they're doing speaking engagements. Oh, they're writing books. Oh, they're on podcasts. Oh, they have their own podcast. Oh, they're right. Now, some people do this and they haven't put the work in, the deep work. You got to remember, man, T.D. Jakes preached in a church in West Virginia to 100 people for 10 years. 100 people for 10 years. You didn't just show up one day and be T.D. Jakes. Right, Mike? He was working that muscle year after year after year. That was me during my apprentice period of being a high school basketball coach. I was learning, I was studying, I was practicing. And you can't skip this step. My buddy Tim Story says we crawl, we walk, we run, and then we sprint. We first see some people skipping the steps. You hadn't crawled yet. You hadn't walked yet. You hadn't, right? You're ready. You're trying to run, but you ain't ready to run, folks. So I want to encourage you, man. Get in a room with me. Yesterday, I think those people would tell you they got their money's worth. Okay? Get in a room with me. I'm coming to Cleveland this Saturday, but the purpose of these talks is to get you geared up for Purpose to Profit, April 5th and 6th. 2 days at the lodge, It's time, man. It's time to put your dreams to the test. It's time to put your ambition in the room. It's time to stop whatever it is noise you got going on in your life and find your purpose, man. Or let your purpose find you. If you can't come to that one, the Michael Burt School of Speaking is in May. I teach you how to speak, I teach you how to coach, teach you how to lead, teach you how to write the books, teach you how to get on stages. These are all things Coach Billy Slobe and I teach, man. And so if I'm speaking a language that you guys are getting, I promise you, you get in a room with me and we will get you to that next level. So it's Friday. Hope you have a great day. Everybody needs a coach. God bless you. Thank you for letting me be yours, guys.